Hey guys, welcome back and thank you so much for watching. Today, as you saw in the thumbnail, I'll be making a eco container home. So this is gonna be a more contemporary container home. If you go to the Eco Lifestyle Port Promise, this is the shipping views lot. And originally they'll have like those really colorful shipping containers, kind of like the ones that you see on the side there. As a home. So I just wanted to recreate a shipping home that was a little bit more modern, contemporary, and something that was cheap and chic for people to live in, pretty much. So yeah, this is pretty much just two separate containers together, and then I put a half container as like a container pool as well. So pretty fun, pretty cute. And it's actually just going to be a smaller home, a single bedroom, single bath, but we're going to create spaces like on the roof, for example, where she could have a lot of people over and still host a lot of gatherings, and because she's a people person and can still host a lot of people in this smaller house and have lots of things to do, pretty much. So right now I am just getting the shape of it and figuring out exactly what I'm doing. This is my first container home. It's actually my first build in the Port Promise area. I've just been neglecting it because it's like the least pretty and most industrial area out of the new world we got in Eco Lifestyle. So today I figured I should probably fix that. And yeah, during this build, that's why the whole world you'll see is pretty trashy and industrial looking. That's pretty much how it starts out. And then in the screenshots at the end, you'll see after my gameplay, that's how it looks when it's a neutral world, pretty much. So working on making the world a little bit green, one house at a time in the Sims world. Right now we're working on the front porch. I think I pretty much got the shape of the house and exterior down. Just need a lot more landscaping and activities outside. So I knew that I wanted the dining area outside because there's not a whole lot of room inside. So that first container is just going to be a kitchen and a living room. And that back container is just going to be the bathroom and the bedroom. So we needed a dining room still. I didn't want to give her a small dining table just because I still wanted her to be able to have a lot of people over, like I said, and have a lot of parties and gatherings and convince people to vote on green initiatives and whatever she decides to do. And so I gave her a full dining table and a cute area between the two containers. And yeah, right now I have those garden benches down there. I don't end up leaving them there. Those are really cute, but I feel like they're more of like a garden area bench. So I'll swap those out in a bit. I feel like I was a little bit ADD as I was building this. I'm like a little bit all over the place right now. I feel like at some point I stopped myself and I'm like, okay, I need to finish this front porch and then move on. So that's what I did there. You'll see I started to swap out the gate, and then I'm like, nah, I need to do the front. So here we are swapping out the furniture. It's a little bit more cute, still like outdoorsy and eco, and you know, that kind of feeling where she doesn't really care about luxury, but it's still super cute in a recycled way. So yeah, that is that. It's coming together now, and just gotta throw in a rug. There we go, and we can move on to the next area. So I really like how this turns out. It might not look super cute right now, but once we add in that landscaping and everything, it ties it all together. There we go. I'm starting right there. Then I go a little bit ADD and go back to this side. ADD, go back to the roof and add in those much needed eco stuff to make it more environment friendly and green. The solar panels and like the powered fan things, gosh, I don't even know what those are called, but very environmentally friendly and helps with our eco footprint, makes it more green. And here I am just swapping out the fence to make it more pretty, and because I wanted to give her that giant window to walk into her bedroom right out to the garden. and because it gives it a little bit more of a modern vibe, those giant doors. And so I wanted to give her a little bit taller fence just to hide her bedroom a little bit, even though those vines are technically like see-through, but still the thought that counts, I think. And then you could still kind of see through to her garden, which is pretty neat too, because there's gonna be lots of plants and a giant tree there later. I'm tucking all of the like clunky stuff in that little nook under that awning. So she's got the recycler and the candle maker off to the side, and a generator tucked by the stairs, and a fabricator down there. So everything, all the eco activities that she would need or want are there. Lots of gardening areas. I put some on the roof, as well as like an art area as well, just to give them lots of creative spaces. And some nice seating coming in up here, like I said, so she can still have a lot of fun people over. And I'm actually going to change this grass later because I felt like it didn't look enough like a container home. So I wanted to really be able to differentiate like where the containers were. So you see I just also switched the inside of the pool walls to also be the container. It's technically a wallpaper actually, but yeah, I switched it to that just to make them feel like they're swimming in a container, but it also has big windows so they could see outside and people could tell that it's a pool. So I really like how that turned out. That's the half container there. And yeah, the outside looks like it's starting to wrap up, and I'm going to move on to finishing up the landscaping. I've really been having a lot of fun with adding a lot of plants in the eco world. I feel like I might be going a little overboard, but I feel like this place needed a lot of green, especially when it was still industrial. It just felt so dreary, and just being outside, like they're just coughing all the time because they can't breathe. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to fix this right away. So gave them some green right away, at least to get them motivated, I guess, and to get them motivated to garden some more in other areas, hopefully. And I feel like it just makes the whole area a little more cheery and more of an eco vibe rather than so industrial and smoggy. So yeah, I like how it ends up turning out outside. And I'm moving on to the interior now. So the right side of the front container is going to be all the kitchen. It's going to be open concept, so especially because it's such a tiny container area. So I used those contemporary cabinets just because that's the vibe I was going for. I wanted them to, as soon as they came inside, to not be obvious they were in a container. I didn't want it to feel run down. I still wanted hints of industrial vibes. That's why I put those bar stools and added that nice black backsplash, that metal black backsplash behind the kitchen area, just to kind of tie it in a classier way that it's a container home. And then here I am moving on to the living room. So I'm making a sectional couch with that neat trick, just smashing two nice couches together and then covering up the glitch part with a pillow, and you can't even tell. And it's still completely functional, and throwing in a fireplace and a bookshelf and some knickknacks on the wall, but keeping it pretty simple still. And yeah, I didn't give them very many or any really electronics. I think I end up giving them like that old school music player, but that's it. Like I feel like most of their activities and time spent would be like outside gardening or crafting, fabricating things, selling their items that they might be crafting, or you know, trying to make the world a greener place. So, or on that fabulous rooftop, swimming or barbecuing, whatever they want to do. There's so many other things than to sit on your couch and watch TV or on the computer. So I gave her lots of books too, just in case she's like bored at night and just want to be outside doing anything. Working on the restroom, and I feel like it turned out pretty nicely because I used those vines as a divider, kind of covering the bath, so she feels like she's kind of taking a bath in a tropical place, like an eco bathtub. And yeah, pretty basic. I end up giving her a nice painting that's also of like the rainforest, or it's I think a tropical beach, but just added to that whole vibe of bathing in a tropical oasis. And that was that. I at first put the restroom door like in the living room area, but I moved it to the hallway just so I could close off this bedroom door and give her an actual door to her restroom, to her bathroom. And then, you know, that hallway, I didn't want it to be completely pointless, so I feel like having a door in the hallway is normal. And onto the bedroom, I wanted her to still have that view right when she wakes up to her garden, and then she could just walk outside and garden or whatever she wants to do outside, make candles right away first thing in the morning. You never know. And so yeah, I felt like that was okay because I gave her the tall fence, and she's pretty much like an open book and doesn't mind not having complete privacy, I guess. And she lives by herself, so you know. And yeah, we're just about wrapping up, I believe, just fixing the wall decor there, and we're done. That was it. Quick one today, super cute. I love how it turned out. I feel like I would want to live in this container home. It's pretty cool and contemporary enough, and so many plants everywhere, which I love, and then it feels really nice and you know, welcoming inside. It doesn't feel run down or anything that you would maybe expect initially from a container home. It's actually really a nice interior, and you know, you would want to live there. I would want to live there, I think. So yeah, let me know what you think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching.